Hello and welcome once more to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Marta. Today is still the 17th of November, and this time I'm bringing you something a little bit different as we are fast approaching the Xbox One launch, as it is, of course, less than a week away, as it is coming out on November 22nd. So I thought, what better time to have a pre-launch hype/reminder video as we take another look at all of the games that are going to be coming out not only on day one, but of course on the launch window as well, as a couple of big games, including of course the legendary Titanfall, are going to be coming out in the launch window rather than the launch day. So basically I'm just going to be recapping on the games that we're going to be seeing for the Xbox One, basically as we look forward to the launch of the console in the US, UK and 15 other territories. So of course we have Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, and these are the day one launch day titles, of course. Battlefield 4, Call of Duty Ghosts, Crimson Dragon, Dead Rising 3, FIFA 14, Fight Within, Forza Motorsport 5, Just Dance 2014, Killer Instinct, Lego Marvel Superheroes, Loco Cycle, Madden NFL 25, NBA 2K14, NBA Live 14, Need for Speed Rivals, Power Star Golf, Rise Son of Rome, Skylanders Swap Force, Xbox Fitness, Zoo Tycoon, and Zumba Fitness World Party. Now, there are a fair few interesting titles on the Xbox One launch lineup, and to be honest, it kind of beats the PS4 launch day lineup into the ground. Crimson Dragon especially sounds pretty interesting, with it being basically a spiritual successor to Panzer Dragoon, who I'm sure many of you have fond memories of. And of course, we have Dead Rising 3, Killer Instinct, Loco Cycle, Rise Son of Rome, and a few other interesting titles coming out on day one for the Xbox One. Now, launch window titles list is a lot smaller, as we have Kinect Sports Rivals, Minecraft Xbox One Edition, Peggle 2, Project Spark, Titanfall, and Wolfenstein: The New Order. Now, I think the title that people are looking forward to the most from those is, of course, going to be Titanfall. That is a game that looks really, really interesting, and I can't actually wait to get my hands on it. But Project Spark also looks interesting, with a game that basically focuses on creations, where you can create environments, set the time of day, build characters with their own personalities, and create enemies to fight. It's basically an infinite number of ways to play, and basically kind of sounds like a similar idea to Minecraft in the fact there's lots of creation, but of course it looks very, very different to Minecraft, to say the least. The graphic style is, well, completely and utterly different, can be further apart, and it looks like a really interesting idea, and I love games that just encourage creativity. I'm a very creative person myself, and I just love to see it being implemented to such a wide and varied degree in a game who, of course, games can sometimes be a bit limited and don't always encourage creativity. Not that every game should, but of course the games that do encourage creativity, well, if they do it right, they can have endless replayability, as you just want to create your own worlds, create your own characters, create your own stories even, and then of course share those with your friends. So the Xbox One launch is looking rather strong, to say the least. Rise Son of Rome I'm curious about. It sounds like it could be good. And of course Crimson Dragon, as well as a few others. Dead Rising is a series that I've played a little bit of. I actually owned the original on the Xbox 360, and it was a blisteringly hard game. I don't think I actually completed it. I think I ended up selling it a few months down the line so I could get a different game. I don't actually remember what I ended up buying in place of it, because so long ago now, but I do remember enjoying that game immensely, but getting stuck on one part. I believe you had to deal with this guy who had a sniper rifle or something like that. I can't really remember. It was many years ago, but I'm curious to see where they take the IP. It looks very different from the Dead Rising that we know, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. So let's just wait and see to get our hands on some gameplay before we decide. But still, the Xbox One launch lineup is looking very, very strong, and I'm looking forward to it being released, because then the next generation can properly and, well, begin, basically. Of course, at the moment we've only got one console out in the US. At the moment the PS4 isn't even out in the UK or the rest of Europe, so when the Xbox One comes out and then followed by the PS4, we'll be fully into the next generation, and we can finally get our hands on all these next generation games. So I for one am thoroughly looking forward to the next generation, and I'm looking forward to seeing what these titles have to offer us. Anyway, there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed this slightly different video and this sort of a little bit of a hype pre-launch video for the Xbox One, and I'll see you next time.